Hi everybody, hello, hi, welcome. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to dive into a singles read. So this is going to apply to all you single people out there. Even if you are separated right now and your heart still belongs to another, but you're, just not bound to them physically, you haven't had any physical interaction, you're not committed into a relationship, you're either just maybe dating around or just not dating at all. This would be for you. Very single. You live your life independently. You run your own household. You take care of your own bills. You're just on your own a lot of the time, and this reading would apply to you. So if you feel that you are single, hello, welcome. And if you're not single and you're cross-watching for someone else that's single, I hope it's a family member because otherwise you getting yourself in a third-party situation, which I hope you're not, but whatever. To each their own. Okay, hi everybody. Welcome singles. Hi. Oh, there's XO. Okay. There is Samora Wallace. Yay. All right, and there is Libra Magic. Hello all. Yes. Light Flower Healer. Salt and Burn. Darth Samuel, I love you. I messaged you. Please get me back on Skype, Sammy, because there's some stuff that went on I wanted to ask you about. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into this reading. Spirit, please guide and protect this message. Give me messages of truth, love, and light in regards to the single read. Show me what's going to be coming up for those singles out there. Show me what do you see in the sight for them. Show me what they're dealing with right now and give them messages of love and insight to help them on their journey. Bless these cards and may they give us a beautiful message. A beautiful new message for the singles. All right, let's see what's going on with the singles.
I think that's from Wars Daddy came up.
Okay, hang on real quick, guys. Don't touch it.
Mommy, I'm going to teach you a lesson of cutting down all stars on a board.
Kaylin? Kaylin? Oh, hi, your Rose peed by the door. Yeah. Just make sure you guys get that. Okay. All right. Sorry about that, guys. Maybe that's a message for your reading. There's going to be unexpected events. Unexpected, unforeseen events coming up for the singles. Spirit, please guide me and show me the singles. Guide me and show me the singles. Okay, so I feel called to look at both your masculine and feminine energy. So if you are single, let me tell you, you male or female, you have a masculine side of you and you have a feminine side of you. The masculine side of you goes to work every day. The masculine side of you goes and performs and gets that money and takes care of those bills and provides, okay? That masculine part of you is out there going and achieving what you need to survive on this planet. That masculine side of you is protecting you, giving you those strong boundaries, those strong borders, making decisions. That's a very masculine thing to do, is decision making. So that's going to be the masculine side of you, okay? And if you are a man and you feel masculine, then that reading would resonate fully. But whether you're a man or a woman, the feminine energy side of you is very different. The feminine side of you cooks for you, cleans for you, takes care of your laundry, takes care of your mental and emotional and spiritual well-being, nourishment of the mind, body, soul. The feminine side of you is going to go do those meditations. The feminine side of you is going to go pick out the kind of decor you want for your home. Is it comfortable? What kind of pillows are you going to have? What kind of meals are you going to have for the week? That's the feminine side of you. Doing the dishes, nourishing yourself, taking care of the children if you have any, or pets, watching over your parents or your grandparents. That's going to be the feminine side of you. The feminine side of you is also going to be your spiritual side. Okay, so all of your psychic abilities, all the divination abilities that you have, that's going to be in your feminine energy. So again, masculine's going to be very conscious, very in the world. Feminine's going to be very subconscious and out of this world. Okay. Oh, thank you so much for the super chats. Thank you, Tiffany Jones. Lots of love to you. Oh, I love you, girl. Thank you. And then the 1111, Samuel, I did message you, Steph. Yay. Okay, love. I will check when I'm done with this. I'm so happy. All right, bottom of the deck, singles. We have Scorpio. We have the Death card, and this is going to talk about endings. Okay, there could also be a death that you're dealing with. I'm happy to say I don't see this coming in your future, okay? I don't feel that you're going to have a death in the family anytime soon, okay? Everyone has family members that die, but I think you've just recently been grieving, okay? So you're grieving. Yes, you are grieving the loss or the death of the way things used to be, or someone that was once with you. Or you're also grieving a loved one that has passed away, which I already kind of said, or someone that you were in love with that is no longer with you, through a separation, through a breakup, something like that. Whatever this is, I do feel the singles are having a hard time mending their heart. It's very difficult for you at this time. I think you're just sad. There's a lot of melancholy energy here. You know, not necessarily sobbing, although some of you could definitely sob with grief, but mostly just soft tears, heartaches, a longing and a kind of pit in your heart that just doesn't feel healed, okay? So this already happened in the past, and it's very difficult for you right now. Not so difficult that it stops you from working and living and doing what you have to do. I'm not feeling ultimate depression, but what I am feeling here is a definite ongoing sense of sadness, okay? And you are overcoming that. You're transforming yourself, so that's good. This is in your past. Now you're leaving this energy and going into a new energy. The other energy that I see for you is that of a snake. And you could be dealing with an Ophiuchus zodiac sign, maybe even a Scorpio zodiac sign. But the snake comes up for me, and it's because of the shedding of the skin, the growth that a snake goes through. Also some of the venom that it strikes when it's being threatened. More times than not, snakes are not seeking humans out to go strike at them. I'm sure there are some crazy snakes out there in this world that maybe they do, you know, but 9 times out of 10, they just want to eat rats and mice and whatever else have you and live. They feel like they're not fearful. Some snakes will scurry away if they see a human, but a lot of snakes will stay on their ground. If a human comes to them, they'll put in the viper kind of a I'll attack you, bite you position. They'll warn you, don't come any closer. And that's why I like the snake on the flag, don't tread on me. Because snakes will stay on their ground, even if they are low to the ground and can easily be squished. They have quite the bite and they're very quick. So don't step on me is kind of this energy of the snake. So it's many, many different things. It's transformation. It's poison that you might deliver to someone if pushed. It's also a lone journey because snakes don't really hang out in packs. They don't really hang out in groups. You know, I've seen some gardener snakes hang out in groups, but majority of them don't just stay in pairs. You know, and so I feel snakes do venture out on their own very, very much majority of the time. And that's kind of you, single. You, my single person. You venture out on your own. You will gather in groups and like-minded individuals when you're seeking a spiritual lesson or you need to be around people. But other times you're just happy to be going along your path and your trail, discovering what comes up for you singly, okay? You're going to run into some problems. You're going to run into some people that want to hurt you. You're going to run into some people that don't have good intentions for you. And you're learning to accept that and move forward with it. So I do feel this brushing it off, moving forward. You've stood your ground, and let's see what happens next. The Lover's card. You know, guys, leave it to the singles reading. Out of all these months that I have not pulled the Lover's card, you guys get the Lover's card. I mean, come on, singles. Come on, singles. Not fair. Not fair at all. There's so many people out here in these couples readings, and we've been dying to get this card for like the last 4 months, maybe even 5 months, and you guys pull the Lover's card, okay? And that's the first card you pull, okay? This is a Gemini, okay? Definitely a Gemini. And guess what? There's the snake. There's the snake. I don't know if you guys can see it. The snake is tempting the couple with an apple. In this case, since you are single, how would I describe divine soulmates? A beautiful couple with the temptation of a third party. How would I describe this for a single person? Again, I feel it's the past. I think even though you're single, you're really created for partnership. Right now, you might be a little defensive. You might be going through some difficult periods of time in your life that are very trying for you. You might be very independent. You might be very good at being on your own. But I feel like your heart, your soul, you were meant for love. You were meant for companionship. It represents you. And so these trials and tribulations that you've been dealing with the Death card are seeming to come to an end. You're going to transform from this singleless kind of person and go into a divine connection with a soulmate.
It's yellow, Mom.
It's yellow. I'll be right back, guys. He's been waiting for rice, so I'll be right back. Okay. He's been waiting for the rice. had to serve my baby. He was so hungry. I was cooking white rice, steamed rice, you know. And he was like, when's it ready? When's it ready? And I'm like, it's still cooking. Give it some time. And he kept watching it and running over to the pot, the rice cooker. When's it ready? And then he goes, what does red mean? What does red mean? And I'm like, red means it's still cooking. I'm like, come and get me when it's yellow. When the little light turns yellow, come and get me. And so he was literally watching that poor little rice pot. And he ran in here to tell me, it's yellow, get me the food. So anyways, that's what I was doing. Let me get my breath here. Okay, so where I was leaving you off at was you were created for a relationship, okay? Even though you're very single right now and you're probably fine and you're doing pretty well. What God wants you to know, what the source wants you to know, what the universe wants you to know is even though you're doing a magnificent job by yourself, you really were meant to be having a partner. Just like Adam and Eve, Adam needed a partner and God created him a partner. Okay? He said, I'm not going to leave you down here alone without a partner. I'm not going to leave you alone down here. You deserve someone to love you and give you your needs. Because it's not enough to just be out there in the masculine energy, which is the blue, and toil the land and take care and provide and, you know, plow those fields and take care of those animals and do all of that. That's not a good enough energy. I also want to create a feminine energy for love, for kisses, for affection, for soul growth, okay? So the feminine was created to add on what was already beautiful. Add Adam. We're adding on something that was already beautiful. And Eve is the evening, the beginning. And Eve also represents the rest, the calm, the relaxation, okay? But it really represents the rest. So if you think of the masculine as on, the feminine is off. The masculine is pushing forward, the feminine is pulling back, okay? And so there's this nice yin and yang balance. So again, even though you're doing well on your own, it's nice to have some partner with you. And this really just means that you are doing well on your own. All you single people out there, Tony, hi love. It takes a little time, sweetheart. I recorded it and I'm going to send it to you on email, okay? I love you so much. Thank you for messaging me, and I hearted and liked your message. And yes, it was at 11 today. And as soon as it's done uploading, you will, and I'm done with this reading, I'll send it to your email. Love you so much. Thank you for being here. Okay. So even though you're doing a really pristine job at running your life, you do deserve a partner. Now, there is some temptation along the way. And what I'm feeling is false, not false twins, and I just want to step into that. I know I'm probably stepping in a pile of shit right now, but I'm going to step in it anyways. I do not believe in fake or false twins. I believe that some people might think somebody's a twin. That's completely capable. You might think this is a divine relationship and this must be a twin, but it really wasn't. It doesn't mean that spirit or the universe or source sent you a fake twin to fake you out. It means you misinterpreted that message, okay? And you probably didn't have a very good teacher guiding you along the way. One of the best ways you'll know that you are in a twin flame relationship, which is very rare. And I'm going to make a few of these points very clear. No, everyone does not have a twin. No, people don't have multiple twins. That's not how it works. That is not a thing. Okay? Very few people have a twin flame. Very few people have one soul separated into two bodies. Very few people. Those people have a very different and more times than not difficult journey because they have to master themselves without the other half of them. In essence, it's like being soul surfer, the girl that surfs with one arm. okay? It's like being a painter and you don't have any hands or arms and you're painting with your feet or your mouth, okay? It is the Olympics for the disabled. So being a twin flame is not an easy journey. You basically feel disabled because you don't have all of you to work with, and you are forced to work harder with what you have. And that's mastering skills. It's overcoming depression, it's overcoming sadness, it's overcoming hardship and hurdles and obstacles. It's a beautiful energy. And when you are successful as a twin and you've conquered yourself 1,000 times over, you may be very blessed to have a union with your other part and be fulfilled, okay? But there is no destination in a twin flame journey. It's an ongoing thing, okay? So, no, again, not everybody has a twin flame. So if you're a single person and you feel like you had a twin out there, you never met him, or you feel like, you know, you had some fake twins come along your path, no, you just didn't have enough knowledge at the time to know what a twin flame is. And now I'm going to give you some of those signs that are really for real. You should pay attention to them. Thank you so much, Patricia. I appreciate you. Thank you for the $9.99. One of the biggest signs that you have met your twin flame is serendipitous events. It's not just once, twice, 3 times. It's usually a lot. You look at your path with this person, and when you overlay your paths, they touch, they cross. You guys have always crossed paths even before you met. It's almost like your parents and their parents were crossing paths before you ever got here. Some people find each other from across the globe, across the seas, across the states. People find each other and you were meant to meet. And it was just so weird how this person came to be where you are and how you came to be where you are. It's almost like the universe was placing you guys there intentionally, which is the case. So amongst the fact that you were supposed to meet multiple times but maybe never did meet, you may have seen each other before you met. So when you see each other, there's a lot of deja vu. I know you from somewhere. I've seen you from somewhere. There's a recognition that I know you, even I just met you. Okay? So that is one of the strong clues that there's a twin connection. But that's not the only one. And you can't just have one. You have to have a plethora of these signs for it to be a twin, is what I believe. The other sign would be there's going to be number synchronicities that lock you guys together. Very surprising events. Maybe you guys lock eyes and look at your watch at the same time and it's 11:11. Or you look at your phone at the same time and it's 11:11. Or the first time they call or the first time you text, consequently, it's at 11:11. That's a very strong sign. 11:11 is one of the first numbers for twin flames on their journey because it represents a doorway. A divine path. I think it represents a portal between the hidden world and our world. It's a portal and it's now connecting. And so I see the 11:11 as a connection from the spirit realm and this realm. And you guys have met and kind of made this little energy portal of all kinds of different information coming from different sources. So when you guys meet, it's crazy. And then when you guys communicate, it gets even crazier. And you realize that this is not normal. This is very weird. You might also notice weird events, like you guys happen to be standing right next to each other having a deep conversation about spirituality and a shooting star flies by, or a comet, okay? Or maybe at that moment you see the eclipse. You guys happen to be together on the eclipse. Or you guys happen to be together during a very big full moon. Full moons and twin flames seem to be a calling also, little signs from the universe. If you just so happen to be drawn together like magnets on a full moon, there's a sign there. And then you guys are always looking at the full moon, thinking of each other, and it is that magnet pulling you guys towards each other like natural things should be. So there's a lot of those signs especially. And then there's the spiritual connection. You guys feel very much the same when it comes to how interested you are in a spiritual realm and spirituality. You guys may not agree about everything religiously or about all the rules and do's and don'ts about spirituality, but when you guys talk spiritual, you guys are very interested and very into it, and you're both feeding on each other, getting more and more information. There's usually a hungry one thirsting for knowledge and someone giving knowledge, the student and the teacher, but you guys go back and forth with the student and the teacher. And when it comes to a physical connection, when you guys actually make love, okay, there's a deep bond that is built up. It's like the Kundalini, the Caduceus, binds you guys together, okay? You guys are deeply connected at the soul and physical levels. Okay, what is it?
No.
I'll be right back, guys.
No, I'm not whooping you.
Okay, what do you need?
I'm just...
What's Sumo doing? I hear him smacking a bowl around the floor. I have to go check on him. He's
I'm full.
okay. You can be full. Sumo, hey, Sumo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Are you begging for food? No, that's not what we do. Oh, you're barking. Hey, you barking at a shark? You're a good boy. Aw. He's watching TV. He's barking at a shark. That is hilarious. My dog is barking at a shark. Protecting his boy from the shark of the waters. Okay. So many interruptions in your reading so far, I have to say. So I got lost there, but you know, there's obviously a deep connection for twin flames. Those are just a few of them. Okay, I'm not going to go into a big twin flame reading. This is a singles reading, not a twin flame reading. But my point is, twin flames should know it. The last sign that I'm going to say that really sticks out to me and is really important is when you know you're a twin flame and it hits you right between the eyes, there's no denying it. That's my twin. That's my twin. There's no denying it. It doesn't matter how frustrated you are with them, how separated you are with them, how mad, how distant, how angry, how over, how whatever it is. When you have your twin, that's it. A spark flies. It only happens once, and that is it. I'm not saying you can't have other meaningful relationships, but that's it. You only have one. And if you do have one, it's rare, okay? So there is none of this, oh, it must have been a false twin. It was a fault. That is so cliche. Do you know people that say the term false twin are very shallow when it comes to the depth of a twin flame journey? The people that use that term only scratch the surface of the twin flame journey. They're only interested in the title. They're only interested in how many subscribers it may bring. They're only interested in the popularity that twin flame has sprung up lately. Okay? It's like a hipster thing, okay? And people that use the phrase false twin have never been in a twin flame situation. Period. They don't understand it. They jumped on a hipster bandwagon and they had no clue where they were going for the ride. And they do not know what the twin flame journey is about. So please be very careful when you're being spoken to about twins. And if anyone ever during a reading mentions false twin, they do not know what they're talking about. They should honestly just stick to relationships without using the terminology twin, because they do know how to read about love. They do know how to read about relationships. They do know how to read about the chakras and the energies, but they do not know what they're talking about when it comes to twin flame journeys, okay? So that being said, when you're a twin, you'll know it, and there's no doubt. And even if you're madder than hell at them and separated for your lifetime, you would still know they're your twin. It's an absolute knowing. There's no denying it. It's like getting a DNA test result for a child. Once you get that DNA test result and it says this is your child, 99.9% yours, there's no denying it. You're not going to go and search thinking, oh, well, maybe that 1%. I'm not. You're not. When it's 99.9% yours, you know it, and there's no turning back. And that's the same thing with the twin flame journey. When you get all these knowings think of that as the test result. You got your knowing, you got your answer, and there's no going back. Okay? It's a very deep connection. Is a twin flame journey always a loving connection? No. Sometimes it can be a hateful connection. And that is if your soul is at war with itself. If your soul is at war, then you are at war with your twin. And you'll notice that. And if you think very deeply, you'll realize there are some things inside of you that you're fighting. Maybe it's your darkness. Maybe it's your past life. Maybe it's your power. Maybe it's the fact that you need to change a lifestyle. I don't know. But if you are fighting something within yourself, you will be at turmoil with your twin. Okay, that is a mirroring reflection of what's going on inside of you. If you are at one with yourself and you love yourself and you're doing really well as a self and you are a twin, you will be mirroring that. And your twin will be doing very well also and be drawn to you. You guys will be drawn together, okay? So anyways, that is some signs for the twins. Now, if you are not a twin and you are in a soulmate connection, then in essence, it's a past life connection. And everyone has a soulmate. Everyone, because most everyone has lived before. We are recycled souls. Most everyone, not all, but most. And so all of you are going to come across a soulmate. For some of you, you guys might even come across 2, maybe 3 lovers that are soulmates. Because you might have had quite a many lifetimes on this earth. Okay? Some of you guys have soulmates that are a parent or a child. Soulmates can come in numbers. They don't have to come singles. Okay? You don't just get one soulmate and that's it. Soulmates are very different than twins, as I said, and you have many soulmates. You have lots of people that you have known before. You have very meaningful relationships, okay? And those are special. And yes, you have karma. You always have karma. You have a karma with a twin. You have karma with a soulmate. You have karma with your kids. You have karma with your parents. You have karma with your dogs. You have karma on this earth. You wouldn't be here in physical form without karma. Karma is what weighs you down and gives you physical form. You have reason to be here. You have lessons to learn. As long as the earth is a school, you will have lessons. And as long as you have lessons, you have karma. So the ones that think they have completely released their karma, I don't know. Maybe I'm arrogant, but I think even those gurus, even those big, popular, famous teachers and yogis and masters that think they have dealt with their karma and they've cleared it and they've got the answers to the universe, I don't think they do. I don't think they realize the effect they've had on the planet. They may not be in a relationship with another human sexually, but they are in a relationship as gurus and teachers and yogis. They are in a relationship with the world. They are in a relationship with Mother Earth. They are in a relationship with the animals and the people that follow them. So their karmas are still connected to them through others. So to be completely free of karmas, I honestly don't even believe that is so. And maybe it is arrogant for me to say that. Maybe I'm changing tradition. Maybe I'm going against the teachings. But that to me is what makes and feels right. It makes sense and it feels right. And I always follow my intuition and I always follow my soul. And I believe human beings on this planet, even the most intelligent spiritual leaders, still have much to learn. The greatest lesson is true. It's love. Because love is a forgiver of all sins. It overcomes and endures all things. It's everlasting and it's forever ever. And it always was and it always will be. It is the massive energy that cannot be shaken and cannot be snuffed out. So until we master those things, which I don't think anyone ever can master, then you'll be free of karma. So don't be afraid of karma. Don't be frightened. Don't feel like you have an everlasting job. Oh, Steph, I'm working on my karma. I got to clear my karma. I got to get rid of it. First of all, you're never going to get rid of it all. You're always going to have new karma. As soon as you're done sweeping out the karma of this lifetime, you got more coming. It's an endless cycle. How many of you guys cook at home? How many of you guys clean your kitchen spotless? I'm raising my hand. And then that night you cook again. And your kitchen needs you to clean it again. How many of you guys mop and sweep your floors? And then you're going to have to mop and sweep it again. That is a lesson of karma. It doesn't matter how many times you clean out your karma, more will come. It's an endless job. That's what we're here for. It's a school, and we're constantly learning. So when you clear your karma, that's great. It feels good to have a clean kitchen, even for 5 hours. It feels wonderful. It feels nice. And when you clean your karma, it's going to feel good for a period of time. But it's not permanent, okay? It's not permanent. When it comes to this relationship, singles, you're very much bound to a soulmate at the very least. Oh, okay? You singles are bound to a soulmate at the very least. And you're going to know who that is. And like I said, soulmates can be lovers, family, friends, pets even, okay? You're still bound to these soulmates, all right? But some of you guys may be bound to a twin flame. There may be somebody out there that is your other half. Now, the snake is going to represent your grief, your pain, your wisdom, your knowledge, your experience. The snake here, and we've been talking about snakes throughout your reading. Ophiuchus is really strong today, is going to be a lesson for you. And it's about using the wisdom you've gained over all the ages you've been a soul up until today. The current wisdom and knowledge. How are you going to fight temptation? What are your temptations? The next card here is Ten of Pentacles. Oops. And this would be more of a masculine energy. And so we have family. We have responsibilities. We have duty. We have legacy. We have real estate. We have legal binding marriages. We have children involved. We have grandparents and parents and sisters and brothers and family and children. We have a big family here. I feel like the person I'm reading for would definitely have strong Scorpio energy and possibly even Gemini and Capricorn. Ophiuchus is obviously one of them. But you have a big family. And whether you know it or not, you come from a big family, okay? And I'm going to tell you, this is either your past life or your current life, but you have a large family. Even Donald Trump has a large family. He has many kids. I don't even know how many kids he has. Oh God, I don't even know. I really don't know. What is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, like 6 kids? I don't know. Got a lot of kids. Multiple wives. Obviously, there's lots of kids. But I don't know if Trump comes from a big family. I don't know. But that's a representation of the picture, okay? That's a representation. And I'll tell you what, I have a decent-sized family, but it doesn't feel that big, you know? But when you think about it, think about your mom, your dad, possibly a stepmom or stepdad, your brothers and sisters if you have any, or people that are like brothers and sisters, maybe your cousins, okay, and their children, your, grandparents, brothers and sisters. I had a close relationship with my grandparents, brothers and sisters. My grandma has 2 sisters and a brother out in California. She's got 3 brothers in New Mexico. So that's quite a many people there for her side. And my grandpa had 8 siblings. And I knew well, I would say 2 of his siblings. So, you think about it that way and you think, I have a pretty large family. Okay. So whether they're your, you know, however they work, I just feel like for the single person, you have a lot of love in your life. This is love and this is family. What's coming up for you is you're loved. You have people that love you even though you're single. You have so many people that care about your well-being, so many people that care about where you're going in your life, what you're going to make of yourself, people that want to help you out with a home, people that want to help you out, you know, with your work possibly, you know, people that are like, you know what, I want to help you. So help is coming. Help is coming, and that is what's coming up in your reading. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to do it by yourself. You actually have a lot of support. Maybe you knew this, and you've been well aware of this, or maybe you feel very isolated and you didn't realize you had so much support. But whether you have support or not, support is coming, okay? More support is coming. Let's get the next cards for the singles. King of Wands, Leo energy. Oh my gosh, Uhtred is, yeah, hot. I think that's all I have to say. If you guys have seen The Last Kingdom on Netflix, you know who I'm talking about. If you haven't seen The Last Kingdom on Netflix, you should. You really should. It's a really great show. Anyways. But you know what's unique about this person and his family? And I'm going to kind of stay in tune to the family. First off, the thing that comes up for me in this family is Leos. Someone here has a strong family of Leos, or a strong family of Geminis, Capricorns, and Scorpio, okay? You guys have a history of these signs, and it's a lot in your family. And this represents men in your family who are fighters, men in your family who are confident and don't tolerate bullcrap. You have men in your family that are proud and loud. You have men in your family who are combative when it comes to their beliefs. You might have a lot of military and soldiers in your family. That'd be very fulfilling of this energy, but also just the energy of good looks. There's a lot of people here that have some good, good looking men in their history, in their family tree. And people say that you get your looks from your father. Just saying. People tend to look like their father. So if you take a look around your family tree, take a look at people, see if they look like their father. Because that's where they say you get your physical genes from 9 times out of 10. Of course, there's some people that look like their mom, but it's not as often as people that look like their dad. Thank you so much, Jeff, for the 1111. I love you. Thank you so much for being here. So that's one thing. Also, you may be very much in a relationship with a very strong-minded, strong-willed Leo. You may be connected by blood or by marriage to this Leo. And this could also be what I would say as, Tony, I just saw your message on Cash App. Can you please be patient? Okay, Tony, I need you to be patient. You had an appointment today at 11 o'clock. It is only, I think, 11. Your reading is done. It is being uploaded. So please do not request a refund when I have a no refund terms and conditions on my site as it is. And secondly, it is done. And you need to be patient and give it more than 60 minutes. I told you, and I'm going to tell you again, I'm going to take care of this when I'm done here. I finished your reading, which was only a few minutes long, okay, this morning. And it takes some time to upload. So you're going to need some patience. Read my website, read how long it takes to get it out there. Yours is a quick one. It's not going to take long. But you need to relax and you need to chill and you need to be calm. It's only been 60 minutes. You need to really be calm. And maybe your heart's racing right now and you're having a freak out moment, but please stop with all of these messages and calm down. You're taken care of. I've been in connection with you. I hearted your message. I acknowledged your message. And I've told you in the beginning of this video and now in the middle of this video that you're taken care of. So this request for the refund will be denied, but I need you to calm down, okay? All right, sorry guys, I had to interrupt in that reading. I have, obviously you guys know what the situation is. Okay, so we're going to continue with this. So we have the King of Wands, which I think is a Leo in your life, okay? This could be a male or a female. Just because it's a king, it doesn't have to be a male, but it is presenting itself as a male. So let's just say it's a masculine energy at the very least, okay? This person here definitely is attracted to you, big time. And if this is a family member, this person fights for you, big time, okay? But there's a lot of passion towards you, okay? This person is very into you, very passionate about you. This person, you know, puts you as a focus. If there was a target and somebody was having a bow and arrow practice, you would be the target. This person has a target and you are it. So we have someone that's very fondly, warmly shooting for you, aiming for you, and wanting this with you, okay? The other card is the Moon. And I love this because this is a mothering energy. This is a nurturing Cancerian vibration. And this represents nurture. It also represents feelings, deep, deep feelings. It represents secrets, hidden things. Okay, it represents the tip of the iceberg, and underneath there's so much more. With the Moon card, it represents the underneath energy of, whoops, the iceberg. It also represents spiritual testing. So you are going to be spiritually tested here. You're being called to follow some kind of a very narrow path. The pyramids are going to have something very strong to do with you in your past life. Okay? Your past life had strong connections to the pyramids. There's something to do with that, with ancient times, the energy going up into the solar system, into Orion's belt, the energy going there. Are you guys well aware of the statue of the phoenix? Not the phoenix, I'm sorry. I was thinking, I messed up my words. What I meant to say was the Sphinx. I had to sit there and think, no, that doesn't sound right. It's the Sphinx, not the phoenix. And I want you guys to know the Sphinx was not always a lion with the head of a pharaoh. The Sphinx was actually a full-blown lion. The Sphinx was actually built before the pyramids. The Sphinx is older than the pyramids. And there's tunnels and other things underneath the Sphinx. I think she sat atop a building, okay, before the pyramids ever came. I think she has connections to Atlantis. Those are my beliefs. I feel that. I also know that the Sphinx is pointing directly towards a constellation. If you travel back in ancient times, when the Sphinx would have been up before the pyramids, the Sphinx's eyes would have been looking directly at the constellation of Leo, which represents why that civilization made a statue of a lion, because it was pointed in the direction of the Leo. Okay? So we are definitely looking at towards a Sphinx pointed towards the Leo. This means that your connection with this person in a past life had something to do with Atlantis and something to do with pre-Egyptian, okay? And maybe even going into Egyptian. But there is a very ancient connection here of family ties. There's also something here of an ancient bloodline. I think somebody is connected to an ancient bloodline of quite possibly people in power at that time. Okay, so there may be a very large connection here, and quite possibly even, not necessarily it has to be, but could possibly be an RH negative bloodline factor here. And it would come down through the father's bloodline.
Mom, I have
So this is going to travel through the father.
I have something to tell you. What was my King Kong? No, I think that green thing I got in the bag last time, I think that's a skull claw.
Okay, well, it's on the couch. That's the last time I saw the King Kong. So anyways, this is going to be some of this deep connection. And this might even lead you further and further down your ancestry. You might be led, and what I feel here is Europe. Once you get to Europe, you're going to be led to places like France, Spain. Okay? Once you get led past France and Spain, I think it's going to take you to a place of Greece, Turkey, Greece, somewhere around there. And I think once you go past Greece and that kind of area, it's going to take you further back into the Atlantean period. Okay? And so that's very prominent. There's also something here to do with some kind of a combination of a gathering of forces. And I happen to think something to do with Alexandria. Alexandria was a city. And I think it was made between Cleopatra and Marcus, what's his name? Marcus Aurelius? Marcus? Whatever. You know who I'm talking about. Her lover, the Roman guy. Okay? I don't know my history that well. The Roman guy, that's all I know. And Alexandria was a place of gathering for both to come together. It was a very prominent city. It was a very big city. And there must be some kind of placement there. So this is where your bloodline's going to take you. Okay, someone knew. Marcus Leviticus. Okay, good. Someone knows their history. But this is where it's going to take you. This is where your bloodline is going to take you. So that's what I'm feeling for you. So there is a bond between Egypt and there's a bond between Europe. So you're going to feel that through your bloodline and you're going to see it maybe in an RH negative bloodline. Okay? But if you follow that trail, you're going to find it. And that's the moon. That represents the subconscious, the past, the feelings, the intuition, the deep knowings, dreams also, a lot of hidden dreams. You, as a single person, may be experiencing some significant dreams that have things to do with what I'm talking about. Okay? Things to do with what I'm talking about. And that's going to be on a spiritual aspect of what's going on with this this person. Okay? The single person I'm reading for. But with the King of Wands and the Moon, on a more relationship kind of look, the person that you're supposed to be with, maybe in the future, or someone that you were with at one point, the person you're meant to be with would have some very strong Leo. You might also have a Venus or a Jupiter in Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. And that could be in your D9 Navamsha chart if it's not in your birth chart. So keep an eye on that and see if that kind of connects and makes some kind of sense for you. You might even have a Venus or a Jupiter in Leo. Okay? You would also be very drawn to that solar system of Leo or Orion's belt. You might be drawn to Orion's belt naturally, always have been. You look for it like you've been there before. And that means you do have a past life connection of stargazing, watching the stars, communicating with the stars, and maybe traveling also with the stars. So there's going to be some of that deep connection. The person that you would be with, here's some of the signs of how they are. This person would feel very regal. This person would go around with their chin up. This person has confidence, okay? This is not someone that looks down, is a wallflower, and is shy and insecure. That is not this lover for you. This lover is very proud, chin up, okay, all the time, walks proud. Even when this person is ashamed, they still have a level of pride. They dress very well. This is going to be someone that would dress with name brand clothes, or if they didn't have the money for name brand clothes, they just wear their clothes very nicely, very neatly. This person would wear belts. If they're a man, this person would wear belts. This person would wear jewelry. If this was a man, this person would most likely have a pinky ring, because that's a very strong suit of the Leo energy. So a pinky ring, and if it's a female, they would wear their ring on their pointer finger, which would represent power, okay? So men like to show what they have by their pinky, but women like to have the pointer. But male or female, they might even have a ring on their pointer and their pinky, okay? They might have both. This person would also have chains, possibly, even if it's a thin chain of jewelry, a thin necklace.
I just came to give you love.
Okay. Well, I love you.
Well,
What?
I want to ask for one for the King Kong movie. I wanted to watch,
So cute.
but she's still asleep.
No, she's not. She's just locking her door on you.
No, she is asleep, Mom.
What?
She really slept.
Okay. Oh, so much to do. So little me. Okay. We were on a roll here. We were on a roll. Okay. I forgot where I was. Okay, the looks. That's right. So the rings. This person would also have chains, okay? Gold, most likely. I know a lot of people like silver. There could be some platinum lovers out there. Yes, this person could definitely be in silver, but because of the moon, I feel if there is a female involved, the female would be more drawn to silver, which is the moon colors, silver, okay? And the masculine energy would be more drawn to gold. So if that resonates for any of you guys. So I do think this person would have gold bracelets or gold necklaces. And if that's your father, you'll know exactly who I'm talking about. If that's your spouse or lover, you'll know who I'm talking about, you know, whatever. If that's your kid, you'll know who I'm talking about, whatever have you. But this person is someone that you have been in relationship with deeply. And anyways, so definitely jewelry, okay? Watches would also be a telltale sign of this person. They love watches. They're a lover of watches. They collect watches, or they have one very special watch. But telling time and watches is another sign of this person, because they used to stargaze. They used to, you know, tell the universe and tell all about it and watch it and mark things down and research and you know, be an observer of all of that. So they're still very much an observer of time and a respecter of time. This person would have a deep connection to Saturn also, which Saturn is the father of time. So we have that going on for them. They may be very much connected deeply to Saturn, okay? When it comes to their hair has to look good. And I don't care if they are bald or they have luscious hair. The crown on their head, which is their hair, must be on point. They're not going to go out looking ridiculous, okay? You know, if they're losing their hair and they have to shave it, they're going to keep shaving it so you can't tell they're going bald. You've met those men. All of us ladies have met those men that are balding, and if they let it grow out even a couple days, you can see the ring around their skull, which represents the hair that's starting to grow out, the shadow, and then the hair that's gone. So this kind of a person would keep shaving their head religiously so you couldn't tell. You know what I mean? So you couldn't tell if they were going bald or not. And this is also someone, if they had longer hair, would keep it cut, trimmed, and styled very nice. They would definitely want a little length. They want to play with their hair. They like their hair. They're into that. They want it to be healthy and shiny. They want to take good care of their hair. They're very much a fan of their hair if they have hair, okay? You know, and so if it's a female, obviously her hair would be amazing. And if she couldn't have amazing hair, she might even get a wig. This is someone that would buy one of those fake wigs that people wear all the time because they don't want to do their hair or they don't like their hair. So they want to still have a nice head of hair. So they'll spend a few $100s on a human hair wig and, you know, collect different kinds of wigs. And this would be somebody like that they collect lots of wigs. Now, this would also be someone who's very into career and work, okay? So this is someone that would think very heavily on how much income they have. They would watch their finances closely. They would account for their money every month, even if they're rich or even if they're not rich at all. This is someone who is aware of their statement in their bank account. This is someone who is aware of the charges that come out on their credit card. This is someone who's aware of their credit score. This is someone who is always on top of it, always on top of it. So we have someone here that's very responsible at the best to their ability. And that may be one of the attributes you love most about them, is that they are responsible. Not only are they charming and good looking, but they're also responsible. And for you, that's a win. That's a real big win. And not only that, you feel connected to this person spiritually from a past life. So you might do business together. You might find yourself selling things together, buying things together, coming into business together, offering business opportunities, even if they take it or not, offering business opportunities together. So there's collaboration, okay? That's with the Lover's card. Whether it's your family or lover, there's collaboration. I would like to do business with you, okay? Now, here's the sad thing. This is that Scorpio vibes coming in, right? This person that you're supposed to be with holds back from you. This person that you're supposed to be with restricts a lot of their affection and emotions from you. There's a lot more emotions for you under the surface that you're not aware of. They're keeping that pushed down. They're pushing it down. They're hiding it. They're keeping secrets from you about it. Why? I don't know. I guess I'll have to pull some more cards. But they are doing that, okay? Let's go ahead and get to the next message. Judgment. And this has very significant ties to past life and karma, which we talked about in your singles read. And we're talking here about karma and judgment and second chances, opportunities, past life situations that need to be fixed. This is a second chance. You guys were together before a death, and you are meant to come back together again. So post-death, and remember we talked about that in the beginning of this reading, a death that already happened. Post-death is now. After an ending comes a new beginning. And so there's going to be this rebirth. So to the singles, there is going to be a rebirth. And again, Pisces is strong here for you. But Pisces energy represents the charity. You finally get some charity. You finally get some help. Okay? It also represents loss and rebirth. The loss of life going into the rebirth. This represents the 9th month of pregnancy. Pisces house, I think, is the 9th month of pregnancy, which is another reason that it talks about hospitals, okay, when you think about the house of Pisces. And you give birth in the hospital. You give birth in the hospital, okay? And now that life is born and it goes into the first house, fire, Aries, okay? And now you moved from that place to another place, the beginning. But also, when you think about that rebirth, right, the birth of life is also where you die. A lot of people die in the hospital, that house of Pisces. A lot of people die in their homes and are brought to a hospital morgue, okay, or some little morgue somewhere, but it represents the 12th house of Pisces, a cold place. Do you ever feel comfortable and at home in a hospital? Hell fuck no. And if you feel comfortable and warm at a hospital, you must be a Scorpio. Because a lot of Scorpios, especially Ophiuchus people, they make excellent morticians. Is that a word? Morticians? No, morticians. They make excellent morticians. Virgos and Scorpios make excellent morticians. But did you know also Pisces? Pisces people can be also very good morticians. So, we're going to go ahead and say this. You guys lost our connection with your love, your true love. Could be soulmate, could be twin flame. But you lost them. There was a judgment made. Somebody made a heavy decision. And it was like, court is adjourned, the decision is made. And Saturn made that decision. That this would end. It had to end for a reason. And I think it was very painful. And I think there's still a lot of suppression about the decision that was made to end this beautiful relationship. There's still a lot of pain involved. And you're looking back. This is reassessing, reevaluating your life. This is very much Mercury retrograde energy, you know, just looking back, reviewing your decisions, reviewing your life, reviewing the things you did right, the things you did wrong. Whenever you guys learn, and me too, what you did wrong, do you not want to go out there and fix it? I did a video the other day. Apparently it was inappropriate. I had a thumbnail and it had a tarot card and it was small, but it had a nipple showing, I guess, on the boob or something. I didn't realize that. It was so small. It was art. It was painted. I didn't really notice. And the whole video was fine. Nothing was terrible in the video. I checkmarked not for kids. So it was safe. But I broke a rule. Can't have any thumbnails with anything like that. Okay? Because everyone can see a thumbnail. Can't have it like that. So when I contacted YouTube and I said, look, I'm pretty sure I know it's the thumbnail. Can you please allow me to fix that? They said no. They said it's already been removed. So you can't edit it. And I was like, damn. If I would have just been given 60 seconds when the video closed to edit the thumbnail, it probably would have been fine. But I didn't have that opportunity. And I lost a 3-hour and whatever minute video. Gone. All my work, all my sweat and tears, all this energy and pulling from source, a lot of good information. But everything happens for a reason. I learned a lesson to watch very carefully the titles and the thumbnails for my videos. I learned very, very much, a very big lesson, and I got a strike on my YouTube account, which is scary. And they can't remove the strike. It's there forever, whatever. And I just have to be more careful this time around. I just have to be more careful. I have to be very cautious. And that's a lesson learned. Sometimes when things get out of control, you need to stop it so you can pay more attention to the details. And Pisces looks at Virgo, which ironically is a sign that pays attention to the details. Well, I can't back up my readings, my love, because it was a live. So I didn't do any pre-recordings. I wish, then I would always have it. But if it's alive, that's it. It's sad. I know, it's such a crappy thing. But, you know, paying attention to the details is what's being called for your relationship, singles. And this second chance, this second time around with your lover says pay attention. Stop being dazzled by their looks. Stop being dazzled by money. Stop being dazzled by feelings. In other words, stop being so distracted. You are way too distracted in a past life or in the past with this person that you did not pay attention to the necessities that really called for your attention and you disregarded them. So the judgment was made that this relationship had to end. Some of the details I think you didn't watch were more about yourself than anything. Healthy boundaries, self-respect, self-love. Something very big that comes to my mind is appreciation for your life. And I feel tears. And I feel a strange quiet just deafening in my ears, like tunnel vision, but for ears. That hit the nail on the head, or the head on the nail, whatever that saying is. That was it. Appreciation for your life. And I do feel a heavy sense of warm water, which is a healing. This life is so important. It's special. It literally is a present. It's a gift. And the energy of this single person is this: I don't care about my life. I want to be in a higher place anyways. I don't care about my life. I only care about this person's life. As long as they are living well, I'm at peace. A lot of downloads are coming in for me right now, and it's coming from the south node of the moon. It's coming from Ketu. It's very serious. It's also coming from Rahu, which is the north and south node of the moon. Okay, guys? And we do have the moon. Ketu wants you to not care about your life because you already had one. Rahu wants to live this life because he loves this life. There has to be balance. Both of them are divine lessons. But the north node and the south node of the moon are the snake. That's the temptation. And ironically, and I know it's not biblical, but the north node and the south node of the moon are represented by Ketu, which is represented by the demon, the snake. And it's the demon that was cut in half. Severed. Again, we're coming back to this snake, which is north node, south node, which is karma to be fulfilled in this life and karma that you have already done, that you are still attached to from the past. Karma you must take on and karma you must let go. And that's this judgment card. I'm going to get more into the details about what they want from this, but I do want to really drive home a very big message for the singles out here. If you have been in a position in life where you didn't really care about your life, and what I mean is you did not value your life as priority, this is one of the biggest karmic lessons as a single person you're here to learn. And one of the biggest karmic reasons why you are still single. Because you're being forced to value your life. Because when you are in a connection, You did not value your life. So really the reason you are single is karma. And it seems simple enough to solve and move forward, but is it? Sometimes the most simple phrases are actually the most complex. You were brought a Leo, King of Wands partner or soulmate, for some of you twin flame. Could be a Capricorn, Gemini, or Scorpio, a Fucus. One of the reasons this is your person is because they are a little bit selfish, maybe a lot. I might even venture off to say maybe they're a lot selfish. And that is your mirror reflection of showing you what you need. Maybe you don't need to be completely selfish, but you need to be selfish in some very big aspects of your life. You need to be selfish on how much sleep you get. You need to be selfish on how much time you give yourself to relax and spend time with spirit and connect with this earth. You need to be selfish on what you take into your body and whether it's pleasing and whether you're enjoying this life. Ketu is a tall, skinny, bony, frail being because it wants nothing. So it lacks. It lacks. And you, South Node of the Moon people, lacked in life and in love. You were nowhere near healthy. Nowhere near healthy. You were frail spiritually. Spiritually, you were an anorexic. Emotionally, you were an anorexic because you did not give to yourself. You were an unhealthy soul. And this other being over here on the other end was plump, too plump, overindulging, overgiving, taking on too much. Spiritually overindulgent. You guys were meant to find balance. You were supposed to remind each other, give to yourself, and you were supposed to remind the other person, lose a bit of yourself. Give, lose, give, take. 6 of Pentacles. Virgo vibrations there. That's the lesson. And that's what you guys were supposed to do together. Or at least that's what you guys are supposed to do together now. You're teaching each other this very difficult lesson. Okay, let's keep going. Unconditional love. I think I told you I hit the nail on the head. Unconditional love for yourself, though. You can't love others so unconditionally that you don't love yourself. You know, this is a mother. You know what good mothers are victims of? Good mothers are victims of becoming mothers where kids say they were not very good mothers. And the reason is because they neglected themselves. Good mothers can easily be talked about in bad ways from their kids. And it's because their kids will say she was grouchy, she was irritable, she was overweight or underweight, or she didn't have the energy to take me anywhere. She didn't have, an interest in my school. She didn't have, ABC, you name it. I could name a long list of things. But it always comes down to the mother who gave too much of herself away. A mother that gave herself away to the father of her children. A mother that gave herself away to her career to provide the best she could for her kids. A mother that was at school endlessly, studying to have a degree to be better prepared to care for her children. And after all that time was lost, year after year after year of a good mother preparing to be the best mom she could be, she realizes she's lost the opportunity to be that mom. She lost it. She wasted too many years seeking the best antidote, the best answer, the best financial placement, the best everything, that in the midst of searching for the antidote, she became ill. So we have someone here that is ill. And that is sad, because that mom was probably the biggest hearted, warmest, loving, affectionate person. And she sacrificed her body. She sacrificed her mind. She sacrificed her hunger. She sacrificed her dreams to give. And Holly, I am not talking about a single person who is a mom. I am giving an example of the energy of a feminine source that needs to learn their karma, that needs to learn the energy of overgiving. Mom comes in many forms. Mom comes in the form of you loving your lover like a mother does. Mom can come in the form of loving your business as your child. Mom comes in the many forms. It is the energy of mom. It is the example of someone selfless. It is the energy of someone that is unconditionally loving towards their baby, children, lover, business, or goals. And in essence, they lose themselves. And you can be a male or a female in that energy. But the point here is that if you starve yourself, the people that you care so much about don't look at you as the altruistic martyr. They don't look at you as, oh, what a wonderful soul you are. They look at you for your negative attributes, the grouchiness, the sleeplessness, the hunger, the tired fatigue, the anger, the resentment. They look at those things and say, you could have done a better job. So what was it all for? What was it all for? And that's this lesson of Ketu and Rahu. That's this lesson of judgment. That's this lesson of karma. It's, you have to know that your life matters. Your dreams matter. You may be a mother, a father, a daughter, a son, a lover, and it doesn't matter because your dreams mean something. You have a purpose placed inside of your heart like a seed that was meant to grow. You were born with purpose. And it means something. It's not some little stupid, minute, secondary, maybe when I have time project. You have to love this life. And I am speaking to people that want to meditate, go live in an ashram in the middle of some forest or mountain somewhere and lose this world. I am speaking to people that want to live with nothing because they want to attach to nothing. That's a cop-out. And I know that we need those people in this world. And it's good examples to show us how to lose ourselves, how to give up things. But there has to be balance. Why not do that part of the time? And the other part of the time, you indulge. Why not give and take? Is that not the lesson of the universe? Balance? So why are we following gurus and teachers and sages that are losing it completely? They've lost all, and yet found moksha, yet found enlightenment. They found the elixir of life, yet they lost life to find the elixir. They detached from this earth to find some mental, spiritual escape. That doesn't ring true to me as the laws of nature and the laws of the universe. It doesn't ring true to me because it is way too much sacrifice and very little balance. I really do believe the elixir of life and the balance is to be happy with what you have. Be grateful for what you're blessed with. If you're blessed with the billions of dollars, you're happy with that. You should be. If you're blessed with $2 in your pocket, you should be blessed with that. If you're blessed with 5 kids or no kids, you should be blessed with that. If you're blessed with whatever examples you want to title it to, I just want you to know the real happiness, the real balance is feeling gracious and grateful for this life. Be happy with what you have. Not because you're told to be a spiritual, enlightened person, but because you're gracious. But because you have love in your heart. Not to judge people with judgment for having billions or millions, but to say good for them. Not to look at yourself and say, I'm not like them, or I don't have much, or I need more, or I need this, and I need that, but to say, look at my beautiful life. Wow, look around. There's always something to be grateful for. Always. Again, it's this balance, and I think the judgment here is overgiving, and it comes in all forms, all fashions, all shapes, all sizes, all ages, all beliefs. The next card reveals passion. Page of Wands. Finally, a little spark, a desire in your heart for more. I want to start again. This is a new beginning. The page says a new beginning, a passionate start from the bottom of your heart. You really want this. Give me another shot. Give me another shot. I got this. I can do this. I just need you to give me another chance, and I'll master this. We have a very determined, confident, single person here that says, I get it. I totally get it. I've reflected, I've looked back, I've seen my errors, the errors of my ways, and I am so excited with this new knowledge that I can't wait to correct those mistakes and make a beautiful life for myself and those I'm in touch with. Send me out there. Send me out there. I have a mission, and that's this Page of Wands. I have a mission. I want to do it right this time. The other card is, oh, singles. You got 2 of Cups. I love it. Give me a second chance, baby. I'm going to prove you wrong this time, boy. 2 of Cups. Cancerian vibes. Unconditional love. I'm going to love you. Baby, I'm going to love you so good, you're never going to want to let me go. But, conditions. But, this time, this second chance, I'm going to love you so much, and I'm going to love me the same. I'm going to love you, and I'm going to love me. And you're going to love me, and you're also going to love you. And together, we're going to have perfect harmony. We're going to have that joining of the cups, the marriage, the caduceus, the union, the bond. There's a very spiritual connection coming up for you, singles. You are going to do this right. You've learned. Give me a message from Judgment. Give me a message from Judgment for the singles. Okay. Well, I got true colors. Now you see the truth. You see who they really are. You see who you really are. It's been exposed. Judgments have been made. You also have robotic. You're opening up your heart and exposing the dark parts of yourself. You're exposing where you were being controlled and you weren't in control. You're exposing where you were just going on automatic, not thinking about the repercussions. Now you're awake. The other card here is twins. So we very much could be dealing with twin flames for this single reading. Again, the signs and symbols are going to be very obvious for you. You're going to know if you're a twin. You're also dealing with an air sign at some point. And it may very well be this Gemini. But it could also be Libra, which talks about balance, equality, justice, Venus energy, which is also this judgment kind of vibe. Okay? The other card you got is home. A return to center. That's what I'm hearing. This is a return to center. You are returning to your true self. You were once robotic, and maybe your twin was once robotic, but you are returning to your center now. You're knowing who you are, you're remembering who you are, and you're fulfilling your soul's vibration. The other card here is choices. I think somebody's going to choose to be happy no matter the circumstance. There's somebody here that your circumstances may not be very bright. Your circumstances might even be pretty dark, gloomy even, lonely even. But you are choosing to sing in the rain. You're choosing to be happy and joyful about what would drive some mad. In this picture, I see a mom and a daughter, and it is pouring out. Could be a flood, could be flooding their town. You know, it could be Thailand, where that big tsunami comes in and it's just flooding everybody and scary and terrible. And maybe they're losing their homes. Maybe they're losing all kinds of things. And in this deluge, what it feels like, you may just feel like you're in a deluge. Like you may feel like you're losing everything around you, your home, everything you've earned, but you have each other. And you're looking at each other with the clothes on your back. This is just a figurative example. Wet and soaked, not a place to dry yourself. The rain is pouring down. There is not an ounce of sunlight covered in that sky. It is full of clouds and rain. And someone decides to pull a banana leaf and make some kind of an umbrella. And the other person carries some kind of food or some kind of very important resource in these two woven baskets. And they find a place to sit and rest from their journey. And even though this journey is difficult, they may be hungry, they don't own anything, and they're just going along, fate left to the universe. They decide to laugh at each other at the simple fact that they made an umbrella out of a banana leaf. And that's funny. They made it work. And they say to each other, well, at least we have a banana leaf. If that's anything that you can be grateful for, is a banana leaf and a deluge, well, you have good spirits. You have good spirits and high hope and love in your heart and thankfulness for what you have. And you find some kind of humor in the midst of this nightmare. And that's what Source wants you to find. That's your true colors. Source wants you to find that inner child and that happiness and that peace with what you have. Happiness in the moment that you're being given. That's what he wants. He wants love in your heart, a smile on your face, and that shining through your eyes, which is spurring out from your soul, gives light, love, and hope to another. And that love keeps you warm. That love keeps you safe. That love keeps you together. Love is going to keep you guys together. Joy is going to keep you together, and peace and happiness and acknowledging that your life is worthy. That's what's going to bring this union. That's what's going to bring this soulmate. That's what's going to give you this second chance. And that's what's going to give you a loving, beautiful relationship. But it all starts in your heart. That's where it starts. That's the seed. And then love just grows from there. So you guys got a little lost on this journey. There was some secrets. There was some selfishness. There was a lack of self-worth, lack of self-love. There was past life karma that needed to be dealt with and healed and remedied. There are family matters that needed to be addressed. There was attention to details that needed to be noticed. So these things are getting dealt with and done. And with the new transits, the way the planets are moving, it looks like you're being given a new opportunity now, a second chance, to go ahead and fix what went awry in the past. And it looks like you are being led to have this relationship reunited and reconciled. So whether that is someone you've already met or someone that you've never met but you have known before, either way, my love, you are going to be in contact with a soulmate, and it is approaching you quickly. This Page of Wands is fast. Valiant little steed. Okay? Running. This little messenger, this little boy is like running so fast to give someone a message. And in this picture, we have a man and a woman dancing on the floor of a dance floor. They don't know each other. They just met. Or they haven't seen each other in a long time and they just got back together and they're dancing. And they went from 0 to 60. They went from not knowing each other at all to feeling completely filled with passion for the other. They went from being completely away from each other, not knowing each other, to not being able to live without each other. Their hearts are on fire. Their passions are on fire. He wants to indulge in her so bad. She wants him to indulge in her so bad. And they can barely stand the passion and the fire that they're feeling between them. They can barely stand the heat. It's very noticeable. They're giving each other signs and hints and cues, little acknowledgments that I'm into you. Her pheromones are just seeping through the air right here. He smells them. He knows she desires him. His pheromones are just seeping through to her. She feels it. She knows he wants her. He becomes hot and bothered down there. She becomes hot and bothered down there. They just desire each other so much they could just ravish each other in the next 10 minutes wherever they are. They just feel it. It's vigorous. It's violent. It's passionate. They just look in each other's eyes and I can't stop myself from wanting you. So this person that you're going to meet is like this. You're going to look in their eyes and you're going to be like, I can't stop wanting you. I desire you so much. I'm absolutely drawn to you. I have to feel you. I have to hold you. I have to embrace you. I have to take you in. There's going to be so much kissing. There's going to be so much hands-on. There's going to be so much flavor in this relationship that it is the most robust scent that you can't miss miles away. This is a very intense, sexual, passionate relationship, and it's headed straight for you. If this were a storm, it would be a hurricane, and it's an hour off the coast. It's coming in. That's how fast and forward this is coming in for you. You are going to have a passionate, romantic, beautiful love affair that is meant to be, because it's a divine soulmate. It's a destined lover. 2 of Cups. It's unavoidable. And when you see that person, you're going to know that you know that you know you've known this person before. And guess what? You're right. You have known this person before. So if your passions get out of hand, don't feel bad. This was brought back to you. This person, this soul was brought back to you. You're getting another chance with this past soulmate, okay? So it is coming up. The next card here that comes out for you is loyalty. And this is, you're going to feel extremely loyal. You would never cheat on this person. Never. When you get this second chance, they would never cheat on you. Have you ever been that in love with someone that you would never, ever cheat on them? That you would never, ever betray them and talk bad about them behind their back? That you would never keep secrets from them? That's this kind of love coming for you. I am in you and you are in me. We are one. The caduceus, the snakes, again, spiraling around each other, bound. One soul, two bodies, very possibly. Or two people's soulmate journeys, becoming married in union. Physical marriage. This is legal physical marriage. And it's a beautiful relationship. Save the best for last here. The last card that was sitting out is true love. And it is the twin flames. You see the two people kissing in the shapes of smoke. Two people meant to be together. Destined to share love. Destined to be in union. Masculine and feminine. The sex doesn't have to matter. This robotic energy here means you're being led to this person subconsciously and a little bit against your will. Not like they're shoving you, but what I mean is you're finding yourself being led to this person and you really can't explain why. You might be called to go to some store and you're like, I really don't want to go to the store, but you're led and then you find them. Or I really don't want to go on this trip. I don't want to go on this trip. I want to stay home. But then you go on this trip and you meet him or her. I really don't want to move from this house. But all the circumstances piling in around me are proving that I have to change my location of residence. And you're like, I don't know, I can't stop it. It's a train and there's no stop in this train. I have to move. And you're almost guided to go somewhere else. A lot of this is going to feel very robotic. You feel like you just have to go with the motions. It's natural. This is the natural swing of things. You are being guided. Follow your heart. Follow your intuition. Trust the universe. Trust source. Believe me, it's for the right reason, and you're being led to love. You're being led to not just love, but the most intense, beautiful, loving soulmate love you could possibly ever want. Yes, it is a crazy universe. Bottom of the deck is strategy. And believe me, they have a strategy. My advice for you, don't ask why. Don't ask the universe why and when. Just go. Just go. Give me a romance angel here for the singles. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Go ahead. Don't hold back. Express it. What does this mean? Kiss them, grab them, hold them, suck in their nose if you have to. God, I hope not. They would not think you know how to kiss very well. But take them in, indulge in them, express yourself. Give them all the words of love that you have. I am so in love with you. I'm head over heels over you. I can't stop thinking about you. I'm so excited to see you. My heart is pounding. I have butterflies. I'm so excited you're here. Let those tears fall. Express yourself. Don't hold back. Go ahead. Make that gesture. Send them the flowers. Send them, sonnets. Send them lyrics. Send them love. Send them sweet notes in their text messages. Do everything. This is, indulge in this love because this is part of life. This is a new beginning for you. It's passionate. It's a present. It's a gift. It's a moment in time. Have fun with it. You're not always going to be in this moment. You might be in some other shitty moment in the next year. Who knows? This is a good time coming. Ride the waves. Ride the waves. Go ahead and make those romantic gestures. Indulge. Look what popped up. I left it there. And this is stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. Underneath that is unrequited love. You've been unrequited. You've had lovers that are not into you, or you felt rejected, or you felt pushed aside, or you felt like love wasn't for you. You didn't think you were going to find this kind of a partner. Maybe it's not for me. Wrong. Stay optimistic, because bottom of the deck, what was there is soulmate. Boom. Yes, this is your soulmate. Singles, I hate to say you're not going to be single for long. Show me the timing of this lover coming up for the singles. Show me the timing and the signs. Show me the timing and the signs. Ooh, very, very fast. 5 and the 6. Swords and the wands, the quickest energies in the tarot. The quickest. 5 swords represents conflict, betrayal, but also a victory. Could be a hollow victory, but I'm asking about the timing and the signs, not the situation, the timing and the signs. So the timing of the 5 of swords is a week. It's like 5 days. The signs of the 5 of swords would be family drama would be a sign of this person. Family drama, family ties. Another sign of this person would be history. There may be history and there may be some bad blood. But with bad blood and history comes forgiveness and rebirth. So that's going to be a sign of this soulmate. Power is also a sign of this soulmate. I will say alpha mentality comes up as a sign of the soulmate. This person would be a fighter, maybe literally a fighter, maybe a boxer, jiu-jitsu fighter, something like that. This person could also just be a lawyer or an argumentative person, someone that argues, debates, and fights, okay? This person could have a lineage, a bloodline where they're like that. That family just seems very much like that. Don't forget, that's that Leo mentality. So there's a sign, okay? And you guys know all the different kinds of nationalities that have a robust argumentative trait. So you go ahead and name it, okay? But underneath that, we have the 6 of Wands, honor, which is 6 weeks. And this represents honor, victory, glory, public recognition. Even under that is another Leo confirmation, a 5 of Wands. So we have the 5 and the 6. There is going to be a sign that when you meet this person, the numbers 5 and 6 are probably going to be prominent. Could be 5 o'clock, could be 6 o'clock. Could be somewhere between those hours of the day. Could be the 5th or the 6th of the month. Okay? Coming up fairly quickly. It could represent a birthday that could be on the 5th or the 6th. Okay? Maybe someone very close to this person that you love that's coming in has a child or a mom or dad with a birthday of the 5th or the 6th. Someone very close to them. Okay? But this is coming up and just saying, okay, this is a sign. This is a sign of this thing. This could be a life path also, the 5 or the 6 life path. Okay. It could also represent a sign would be a Leo, the 5th house, or a Virgo, the 6th house. And that could be Sun, Moon, Ascendant Rising, Venus, Jupiter, 7th house. Okay? So that could be another sign for you. All in all, the timing and the signs about this person is going to be combat, victory. This is victory and this is victory. Both of these cards talk about a win. You might meet someone during a game, maybe a football game, a soccer game, a volleyball game, I don't freaking know, maybe a video game, some kind of a competitive event, maybe a sign or a signal that you're going to meet someone like that, or you might meet someone at a courthouse. Okay, they might be working at the courthouse or going to the courthouse for something, but somebody might be there dealing with something like that. There might be a legal, some kind of a legal battle going along when you meet this person. Maybe you're in a legal battle and you go down to the cafeteria and you meet someone down there and you're like, okay, this is a sign, you know. Maybe you just, there's so many synchronicities. Another sign that would come up to how you're going to meet this person would be the color red. I do feel very heavily this person loves the colors red. Red may be this person's favorite color. They may have a red car. Maybe their favorite color is red. Maybe they just have passionate energy that stands for the color red. They have a very fiery, passionate embodiment. This person would also maybe wear a lot of black. And this is Saturn energy. Black and red are the colors of Saturn. And I said from the very beginning, this person is very Saturn ruled, Saturn driven. So this person could even be a Libra or an Aquarius or a Capricorn, which is ruled by Saturn. That could be another telltale sign. But this person is definitely a winner and a fighter. And I think the timing and the signs are this person's charming and good looking. Everybody sees this person coming. This is no wallflower. This is a confident person that wouldn't be shy. This person would talk to you right off the bat. This person does have a high ego. Not super high where it's ugly, but a nice, healthy, high ego, okay? This person is confident sexually is another sign, and I really want to bring that home because this person is going to get hot and heavy with you. The kissing, the touching, the rubbing, the sexual, like coming on to you, it's going to be strong, okay? So the love game is going to be very strong here. But again, like I said, the connection that you guys are going to have is so deep. It's not just sex. This is a very deep soulmate, soulful past life connection. It's not just going to feel like it's a sexual fling. It's going to feel like you have basically run into your husband or your wife that you haven't seen in 10 years. It's going to be as monumental, and I am going to use this movie as an example. So if you hate it, I'm sorry. But I love the movie Aquaman, and his mom, and ironically, they're all connected to Atlantis, and we've been talking about Atlantis. I didn't mean to do that with this example, but that's how it came out. His mom was queen of Atlantis, and she fell in love with that lighthouse guy, that native lighthouse guy, and they made Aquaman. So she loved that man very much, and he thought he lost her. He thought she would never come back, or he thought maybe she was dead, but he still went to the dock every day looking for her at sunset. And ironically, 5 and 6 o'clock, is that not sunset? There's a sign. But he went every day to the dock at sunset to look out for her. And she wouldn't come. She wouldn't come for what, 20 years, 30 years? Like a long ass time. And she was trapped in some inner world under the ocean that she couldn't get out of by herself. Anyways, you guys know the story. She got out, and what did she do? She came home to her man. She came home to her man like she promised. And even though it had been so damn long, she came up out of that water not knowing if he was going to be there waiting on that dock for her or not. She thought probably not. It's been so long, I wouldn't blame him if he wasn't waiting on that dock right now. But there he was, waiting on the dock. And he saw her come out, and she saw him, and their eyes locked, and it was that, I still love you after all this time. I've missed you. I've thought of you every day. I've desired you. I've wanted you. And here we are at this moment, and I can't believe it's here. And I just, all the love I had for you then, I have even more for you now. And I'm so grateful. And they ran together and embraced. And I'm sure it felt like home. I'm sure it felt like home. And that is, in essence, the energy that you guys are going to feel with this soulmate. It's going to feel like home. And you're just going to run to each other and feel that passion and express your love. And it doesn't matter how long it's been. It doesn't matter what past has transpired. It doesn't matter. You are going to be so happy. And even in this card with Jamie and Claire, traveling through time, hundreds of years to find each other. They waited even at one point 20 years. And when they saw each other, after 20 years, and Claire had gray hair, and Jamie had gray hair, he had a wife and a couple kids, she was married to Frank and for however long in the future, as soon as she came back, they were both thinking, well, if I ever saw that person again, it would be different. It wouldn't be the same. Fuck no, it was the same. They wanted to ravish each other right away. They wanted to kiss each other, hold each other, cry and embrace each other. It was the deepest connection you can possibly have. That was the movie Outlander, is the one I'm quoting, which is this card. Okay? They're twins, they're meant to be, they're fated. Nothing but love in each other's eyes. Nothing but fire and love. Nothing but desire. Nothing but magnetism. And it doesn't matter. And I think that's the lesson of life, and that's the lesson of love. It doesn't matter how much time passes. It doesn't matter the circumstances and the lessons that were learned. It doesn't matter about the failures. And it doesn't even matter about the wins. It matters that you and I are both together. And that's that choice. I don't care about all the other shit. I don't care that it's raining. I don't care that it's pouring. I don't care that we have these fights. I don't care that we had separations. I don't care that I'm whatever age and I haven't met you till now. I don't care your situation and I don't care about mine. And I don't care about any of that. I'm so happy you're here. I choose to be so happy you're here. And I love you and I found you. And I'm so grateful. And that's all it's about. Everything else, second place. Because at the end of the day, you win. You win love. And that's what the fuck matters. Let's go ahead and get some oracles here as I end. Give me a message from your love. Spirit, please give me a divine message for the singles from their love. Give me a message from this lover's heart. Don't forget, we have the lovers. Yes. You singles are lucky. Damn you. All the other people in relationships like, why couldn't I get the single read? What the freaking heck? Doesn't feel like a singles read, does it? It never does. You know, you're single, but you're never really single. God always has someone for you. Anyways, it's coming up for you, okay? The signs are there. The synchronicities are going to be there. You might also be seeing 555 a lot, and that's going to signal change, okay? This is, your situation is going to change. And 6 represents Saturn. No, 7. 6 represents unexpected events that lead to balance. That's what it is. Unexpected events that lead to balance and restoration. So that's good. Some good numbers there to follow. Spirit, please guide me in a message from the singles' love. Give me a message from their heart. Aww. Tears, tears, tears. This is from the movie The Vow. I vow to fiercely, and this is fierce, I vow to fiercely love you. in all your forms, now and forever. I promise to never forget that this is a once-in-a-lifetime love. Oh. Be still, my heart. You see? Your person loves you in all your forms. Young, old, male, female, this life, past life, doesn't matter. You guys have a once-in-a-lifetime love. And what that really represents is a once ever in many lifetimes love. This is a deep soulmate connection that travels through time and time and time again. It is a special love. It is a unique, different, special love that you can only get from each other. Bottom of the deck is from the movie Ghost, ditto. This person may have a hard time saying I love you. In the movie Ghost, Patrick Swayze had a hard time saying I love you. So for whatever reason, okay? And so he always told Demi Moore ditto. So every time she said I love you, he would say ditto, which means me too. So this person might say a lot of me too, or ditto, or something like that. This person may be very difficult to express that. But when this person does express I love you, they mean it. And I want you to know one thing from this person that has a hard time saying I love you. The person that you're dealing with has said I love you so easy, so many times. The person that you're going to meet has said to people, I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you, only to just say it to give them what they want, to make the relationship feel good. They never really meant it. And this person that you're coming into contact with has been through a lot of separations or divorces or heartbreaks. And this person has learned that when you say I love you, I'm never going to say it again until I absolutely mean it. I love you is going to be a cherished, sacred word. Sacred. And this person is only going to say it when they absolutely, without any doubt in their body, at that moment feel completely overwhelmed with peace and comfort and love. Then that's when that person's going to say it. Give me, let's see. Let's get a hidden truth. You don't know how hard it was to let you go. So in this past lifetime, for a lot of you guys, it's back to Atlantis. For some of you guys, it's this lifetime, but in the past. This person that you're coming to contact with, this soulmate, this twin flame that you're going to reconcile with, wants you to know it was extremely hard to have that separation from you. Bottom of the deck is, I hope that one day you can forgive me. They're really wanting forgiveness. This person is just, I hope to God you can forgive me for the separations that we've endured over lifetimes, or the separations that we've endured over this lifetime. The other one is, I'm afraid to contact you. Some fear with that moon card, because I'm ashamed of myself. And I wish I had treated you better in that lifetime or this lifetime. Okay? I lost myself for a little while, but I'm back. Okay? So this person was going through some turmoil, going through some karma, going through some shit. And the hidden truth is they want you back and they want to love you, and your souls are meant to come back together. Let's get some truth about your person's situation in the moment. Give me some truth about this person's situation. Give me some truth. Okay. The truth about this person's situation is They have a deep connection with you. And they know it's a deep connection. They also know better. The choices they've made ancient times ago, or even in this life, they knew they should have been better, but they did not listen to their intuition. They didn't listen to that little voice inside of them. They disregarded those spiritual things. They kind of told you, fuck off. All right? In essence, not literally. This is a cycle that they've been repeating with you, maybe through many lifetimes. They may have been telling you this, rejecting you. Remember that unrequited love, wherever that was, okay, many lifetimes. And now they want to break that cycle because look what's under that, reconciliation. So it looks like your person in their situation, they've been a hard cookie to deal with. Let's ask why. Why has this person, all those centuries ago, all these different times you've had together, maybe even this lifetime, why have they done this to you? What is this past? Why did they push you away? Why did they give you an unrequited love? What was the reason? Why, Spirit? Speak from their heart. Show me why they have chosen to, in the past, try to push down and hide away and suppress these feelings, suppress this love, push this away. Why were they doing this? Bottom of the deck, they still loved you even though they weren't showing it. So that's pretty obvious. The other one is water energy, love, emotions, family. And I know it's family because I saw it with the Ten of Pentacles. Comfort and spiritual past. So a lot of the reasons they pushed you away was something to do with their family, their emotions, how they viewed love. Okay? They had some karma, obviously, as well with their spiritual past. But a lot of the reasons you've ever been pushed away by this soulmate was because they were dealing with the healing of those situations. They still loved you, even though they weren't showing it. So you have to remember that. And even under that is another confirmation. I loved you then. I love you still. I always have. I always will. They always deeply loved you. Again, that moon card, right? They were not showing it to you. They were always repressing it, suppressing it. Even under this is I'm seeing the truth. Okay? So your person is awakening. Your person may have taken centuries to get to this point with judgment to review the actions of their past before they can actually say, oh my God, I get it. I'm awake. I'm awake now. The last card that we have about why they pushed you away, why they gave you such a hard time, is the Tower. Sudden changes in their life. Let's just stick on that one for the moment. Every time you've come across them in whatever lifetimes, their life was drastically falling apart with the Tower. Okay, every time you've run into this soulmate, it was a family dynasty is falling apart. It was someone just died, a spouse or a loved one or a child. Okay, it was maybe they're going through a divorce, separation, life altering. Maybe it was they lost their house to a fire or bankruptcy or robbery. You know, maybe it was some dramatic life event that they were overcoming cancer, you know. Whatever it was, every time that you guys have had a connection in many different lifetimes, it just represented that their life was falling apart. Okay? They didn't know how to deal. And part of the reason you were drawn to them like a loving, unconditional love soulmate was to heal your soulmate. You were always drawn to your partner in the times they needed you the most, in the times they needed comfort, in the times they needed spiritual guidance, in the times they needed emotional healing, in the times they needed to feel loved because they were so lost. Those were the times that you did come in for them because you guys were drawn to each other. Okay? And you felt so strongly pulled. But also, in the energy of you coming together was this pushing you away because they were struggling with accepting your love, receiving your love, feeling worthy of your love? Because they, again, just like you, we touched on you earlier in the beginning of this reading, like you, they had a hard time loving themselves. They were always sacrificing themselves for their family, for their loved ones, for their work, for etc., etc. We talked about it earlier. So whenever you came together and they rejected you, it was a tower, and they could not accept the gift that you were giving them. And that's why they came off as selfish. And that's why you came off as unbalanced. Because we have a codependent relationship. Someone who needs you and you need them. Someone who wants to run away and someone who chases. Someone who overgives and someone who's happy to take. The unbalance was classic. And it's a tale as old as time. And that is, in essence, the reason why this person would push you away, essentially, and why you guys couldn't make it work. And it was always these tower events. It was always sudden changes. The other one that comes up is shocking events. So like really shocking events. Lies, deception, cheating, history coming out, repeating itself, family secrets being outed. All kinds of these shocks. And it was like, oh my God, like major shift, major shock, sudden changes. Oh my God. And so there was this hiding aspect. The other one here is universal help, karmic hell. Sometimes when you're going through a tower, it feels like karmic hell. Okay? It feels like you're living in a karmic hell. And that's what you guys were doing. It says here, relationships over. So a lot of times when you met each other, you guys weren't quite physically ready to be in a new relationship. Maybe your heart was ready, but maybe your children weren't. Or maybe your bank accounts weren't. Or maybe your family around you, 10 of Pentacles, they weren't ready for that relationship. It was like the timing was good, but also the timing may have not been perfect for union, okay? It was divine timing to come together, but not divine timing for a union. You get what I'm saying? So the timing was off because maybe you guys were just breaking up out of relationships. And it's very hard to start a new healthy relationship as soon as you get out of another one. And if you've never been through that, then that's one hell of a life experience to say you've been through. Okay? The other one here is revelations. And this is a learning about yourself, a learning about who your family is, a learning about who you are and what you're worth. So the answer to why is tower moments, essentially. Okay, you guys couldn't come together because the timing was not prepared for that. Underneath the soulmate is the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek, the one. Underneath that is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy, because passion is coming in your life again, my loves. Get prepared. The other one is you're calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you two together. Feels so good. So keep it up. Keep it up. Yeah, I think I'll just get an oracle and we'll be done. Okay. I'm also hearing the words, it's not always what it seems. I don't know. That's going to mean something for somebody out there. Okay? It's not always what it seems. It's not what it seems. And I actually feel called to read 2 oracles. Okay, Sarah, Sarah. We're going to get the map oracles, which is where you're being led to. Spirit, grant me the energy here now to get the perfect oracle card for the singles preparing to meet their soulmate. Give me a card for the singles preparing to meet their soulmate. Okay. Bottom of the deck is cleaning house in reverse. Interesting that it's in reverse. That's the underall bottom line energy. And the other two that came out are Sacred Pool and Bone Collector. The Bone Collector really talks about an ancient message, kind of like tarot or the runes. And it's kind of a message about your future. Something good is coming up for you. The Sacred Pool is look deeper. Look deeper. Again, it's not always what it seems. Where you think there may be an ending, there's a new beginning. Where you think death has taken the life, death has actually transformed the life. So don't judge a book before you read it. Okay, don't judge a book by its cover. You have to get to know the situation a little bit more in depth, I think, is the overall message for you. Okay. Sacred Pool, the world is a reflection of your thoughts, your feelings, and your beliefs, which is essentially the secret, which we all know very well by now, I'm sure. Embody the love you wish to see in this world of yours. When you look into the mirror, do you like what you see? The Sacred Pool card asks that you focus, my dear single ones, on your self-love, your self-esteem. We are all a beautiful work in progress. So a detached self-examination made with rigorous honesty is called for right now. In essence, get naked in that mirror. Do you like what you see? It's not just physical, okay? It's emotional, it's spiritual, it's undress yourself, undress your soul, okay? Look in that mirror and be raw. What do you want to fix? And love yourself. The next card here is, well, it says reflect by the Sacred Pool and be at peace with yourself, because now you can see how far you've come and how magical your life is. Do you notice the spark of the divine shining through your eyes? When you're conscious that you're the embodiment of spirit, source, it becomes way easier to respect yourself and to act in good conscience. Then you'll reap the greatest rewards. Your unique service to the world is not only needed, but celebrated. See the cast of light upon the waters. It will return to you tenfold. Be at peace, for you are beautiful and loved. Act with surety and confidence, and success shall be yours, whatever your inquiry. Now, this is going to be financial for someone who needs to hear it. Change your mind. Change your mind, change your life. If you want to be a millionaire and a billionaire, see what you have in common with those people. You're going to have to meet people that are like-minded. If you want to be up and coming financially, put yourself around people who are up and coming. Do not hang around with those who are in a lack mentality. Do not put yourself around people who are in a lack mentality, because that will be your existence. If you want to change your world, change your insides, and change where you put yourself, your experiences. That is a message for someone who wants to financially climb a ladder. You're going to have to change your circle of friends, and you may even have to change your habits, where you go, where you travel, where you eat, where you live. You may have to change those things. Change your heart, change your mind, change your life. And that's for someone who wants to be financially well. Another message that's coming up for someone with the Sacred Pool about financials is, if you want to be successful, practice Vastu. It's an Indian form of feng shui. Okay, practice Vastu. They have remedies. Okay, or you may be more interested in feng shui. You're going to have to organize your home and your life to be more prosperous, more abundant. Don't get obsessed with it about the bagwas and where goes what and this and that. I mean, get a general form of knowledge and change your chi energy in your home. Okay, activate certain areas. It's not meant to be stressful. It's meant to be peaceful. Okay, don't get caught up in the stress of it all. You need to find peace with it is the key. But that's going to help you be more abundant and more successful. I'm also feeling like you're probably going to have to watch something like Marie Kondo. And it's not because she's a minimalist, but because she keeps things that she finds joy with. So I want you to clean house, because this is what I'm talking about, this card that comes up, cleaning house, and it's in reverse. I want you to clean your house as homework, and I want you to toss out what you do not find joy with. If you do not find joy and happiness and a future with that item, you don't need to keep it, okay? It's just taking up space. If you want, take a picture, you know, and you can keep a picture of some items in a little box of some memories that you want to look back on. But you don't need to keep up space with things that are not serving you, such as furniture or clothes or shoes or, you know, items, okay? Those take up a lot of space. So do that. Follow Marie Kondo. She's on Netflix, okay? And she's great. And she might also change your life by the way she views things in the home. You know, home and success and career are one and the same because the 10th house and the 4th house are looking at each other. They are soulmates. You cannot be successful in your business if your home is falling apart. You cannot find financial wellness if this is sick. You have to balance them out to be better. You cannot have a healthy, happy home if financials are suffering. Again, you need balance. So, for those of you guys that want to seek out some kind of change in your life of abundance, balance out the home and the work, okay? Maybe work from home as well. I don't know. You'll know. Okay, so that is the message of that card. Let's read Bone Collector. We do have someone that maybe hoards and has too much stuff. You know what I'm saying? I feel like somebody has too much stuff. And it's time to get rid of it. Time to declutter. You have way too much. Too much for you to be happy. Okay, so you are a whole and have everything you need within. When the Bone Collector appears in your reading, she is asking you to look closely at your circumstances to see if you are fully present. Wow, closely at your circumstances, paying attention to details, Virgo vibes, right? To see if you are reacting out of a past conditioning and unconscious expectations. Whenever you're wounded, especially when you're young, it's as if something essential is stolen from you. You might even adapt a particular vision of truth that then sets us up to behave in certain ways in the future whenever we're faced with a similar situation that reminds us of an old event. What we know about ourselves thus becomes influenced by perception and limitation. Our mind operates our experience. Change your mind, change your life. You may feel unworthy or without courage. You may see yourself as a flawed being or unlovable in some way. Or maybe you expect to be criticized. No matter what your question is today in your reading, the Bone Collector reminds you that the truth is you are a powerful, special person with limitless possibilities. She has kept safe what was stolen from you in your wounding. And she is here for you to give it back as you reclaim that now. You have everything you believe you lack. You have the wisdom. You have the means. You have the knowledge. You have the courage. You have the luck. You have those things. And the Bone Collector is in your inner resource. Act as if you already have what you need, and you'll find that you have it all. And you'll also find that more and more will be given to you. Anything is possible with awareness of the wounds of the past, and they do not need to define you. So big message there. Let go of the past, declutter. The past does not define your future. Your level of education does not define your financial future. A lot of you guys think, oh, well, I don't have the schooling, I don't have the family, I don't have the means. Bullshit. There's a lot of billionaires and millionaires that didn't have any of that either. You might say, well, I can't have a healthy relationship, I never saw one. Well, that's no excuse. There's plenty of people that grew up as an orphan and have fantastic relationships. You might say, well, I don't have enough confidence to make what I need to make for a living, so I'm stuck in a dead-end job. No, you have everything it takes, but you have to believe in yourself. You are where you are because you choose to be. And the moment something stirs up inside of you and changes that viewpoint, that's when things will change. And when it comes to relationships, you may think that it's impossible. Too much time has passed. They don't feel the same way about me. We've aged. They're in a toxic situation. There's your problem. You're focused on them. You're focused on why you can't have them based on what's going on with them. Instead, change the name of your soulmate to just soulmate. Don't give them a name. Call them your love. And you call in your love as if that love had no obstacles. You call in that love as if there was nothing blocking you guys at all. You love yourself and prepare for that love because that eliminates the obstacles. That ironically starts to take out those barriers that were keeping you from each other. When you believe there's a way, there's a way. But when you tell yourself there's limits, limitations, walls, blocks, failures, and obstacles, that's what you will get. So let's go ahead and look at 37, cleaning house. When you see the cleaning house card in a reading, it's time to declutter. But you have to ask yourself, with it in reverse, why, dear single ones, do you hold on to things that remind you of your past? And I really want you to ask that because I felt tears. I felt you had tears. So I'm going to read it again because I think you're going to feel them. Why do you hold on to things that remind you of the past? And I bet some of you immediately right now thought of an item. And you had tears. And I bet that item reminds you of someone that's no longer with you. Most likely that's why people hang on to clutter. And you think about that moment that you guys were maybe playing with that chess set or wearing that jacket or driving that car. In your home, is there cluttered areas with objects that bring up unhappy memories? So that's a different question. We hang on to things that make us happy by thinking about good memories, and that's okay because, like Marie Kondo says, if it brings you joy, happy memories, hang on to it. If it makes you unhappy, why are you hanging on to this? So if you're hanging on to an object that makes you unhappy, why? Do you have a tendency to attract broken people who need to be fixed? And this is a Vastu feng shui thing, believe it or not. If you have broken items in your home, you attract broken people. If you have old, beat up items in your home, you attract people with a lot of problems. It's a Vastu thing. It's a feng shui thing. That's why they always say if you have something broken in your home, fix it. If it's a broken chair, fix it. If it's a broken coffee mug, fix it. If you can't fix it, toss it out. You don't need to attract broken things in your life. If you're involved in this type of emotional warfare or an emotional project, stop right now. Clean your house. Check it out. Do you have these items? Being needed isn't going to get you what you really need. And I repeat, being needed is not going to get you what you need. And that's why you have to learn to be a little selfish. That said, even if you intentionally resist letting go of excess physical or emotional baggage, you'll feel amazing when it's gone. And that makes me have tears too, because ripping away, and you've ever seen like people that are on TV that, their house is getting decluttered, people just crying, tears. It's like losing that person all over again. When you get rid of things that are even bad memories, you're feeling it. Example, and I'm going to confess something I have that I don't know, maybe I should get rid of, but I haven't been able to get rid of. but I keep it somewhere in the corner of my house, which is probably bad feng shui, but I keep it because I can't let go of it. But yet maybe I should. And what I keep, my dirty little secret, is the clothes that my dad was killed in. The helmet he wore on his motorcycle when he was run over by that drunk driver. The shoes that were ripped apart from the street. The jeans that were ripped to shreds. The bloody jeans and the bloody jacket. The backpack he wore. Why am I keeping that? It's still in the brown paper bags from the police. It's still there. Taped up with orange tape on the brown paper bag. And I keep it in a box somewhere. Why? I don't know. The past. I don't look at it. I don't ever touch it. I know it's there. And just because something's there in an attic somewhere growing cobwebs doesn't mean it doesn't need to be cleaned out. And if you guys have watched Kethu's sequel to the interview with Rahu, if you watch the interview with Kethu from Raj Kapil on KRS channel, which he studies Vedic astrology, there is a moment in that movie where he says just that. His therapist says just that, or somebody says it. Just because you have something stored away somewhere deep and you're never messing with it, it doesn't mean it doesn't need to get cleaned out. So, I don't know. That's just an example that I can share with you, and maybe you can relate to something like that, maybe not. It certainly doesn't bring me happy memories. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with that. Throwing it away does not seem right. I don't know. But obviously that brought up emotions for me. And I'm sure there's other things in the house, but you guys should check other things in your house as well, of what could be causing this issue for you, okay? You'll feel amazing afterward, it says. So let go and let the universe bring you something better. Make space. The universe doesn't like a vacuum and will respond. Okay, they obviously have a misword here. It says doesn't like a vacuum. That doesn't make sense. There's a typo. Sorry. What the fuck? Somebody did not write their words right in this book. I think what they're meaning to say is the universe does it like a vacuum and will respond to your house cleaning by filling your home with what will best serve you. So I think that's important, okay? Laying it to literally rest, Stephanie. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I was even just contemplating maybe like a burning ceremony. Burning it and releasing it. Could be good. Maybe, you know, and I thought about that. Why did in ancient days people burn their dead? And it's so healing. Because through fire comes rebirth. Through fire. And people even do in India, they burn their dead, I think, after days of them saying their goodbyes. And they never look back. And that's Aries. That's the beginning. That's the fire of creation. Pisces is the water, the tears that you have to let go before the new can come in. All the emotional baggage in the past, dropping it off at Pisces. Anyways, this has something to do with your reading, singles. You're definitely going to have to let some things go so you can be happy. Don't be a bone collector. Don't collect dust on crap that you need to let go of. Don't let the past drag you down. Don't let whatever your past lives were, your past life karma, drag you down today. You can be free of those karmas because you need to be. You honestly have so much more karma to still go through. The last kind of thing you need to carry in your lifetimes is old baggage. because you're constantly picking up new baggage. So stop weighing yourself down with the 10 of Wands, dragging what needed to be left off and dropped off ages ago. So we're going to just have to let that go and welcome in the new. The new is happiness and love is coming for you. 2 of Cups. So I want you guys to be happy and joyful and express your love and look forward to what good comes your way. I know things die and things end, but things are reborn. Even love is reborn. The love you have with your soulmate is being reborn, and you're going to experience that. So embrace it and love it. Okay, so those are those. And then the last oracle I'm going to do is the Magical Herb Oracle. Spirit, give the singles one last bit of advice about where they're headed. Singles, where are you headed? Where are you headed, my loves? Oh, that's a good one. Look at this, bottom of the deck. Number 10, cleanse, which is the energy we're in. We're in a deep cleansing. Beautiful. Yay, go us. And the one that popped out for you is repair, calm fray. I love it, my dears. I love it. So you're doing some deep self-love, self-work, self-healing, self-cleansing, and repair in your life. You're getting repaired. You might be repairing broken things in your life. Physical broken items in your home, boom, you're repairing them. Brokenness in your body, like drama with your health or your body, boom, you're repairing it. Brokenness in your soul and in your emotions and your heart, boom, you're repairing it. Brokenness in your mind and your mentality, boom, you're repairing it. You're fixing that shit. So you guys are in the energy of repair. Time to repair, and you're doing a damn good job, by the way. So let's just go ahead and read this. And my clock is chiming. Have no clue what it is, but it's time to go. All right, this is a time of bringing together more than one element to seek improvement. Singles, you might not love all the pieces and resources or information you require at this moment. So keep looking, exploring, and collecting. Where did you get that? Oh my God. How did you find that? This is so weird. I can't believe you found that. Holy cow. I love you. Go ahead. Go do it. It is so funny and it's ironic in this reading. I bought Matthew, my son, an action figure toy from Godzilla like 2 years ago for Christmas. But I think he got one from my mom, so I put it back. And I was supposed to return it to Walmart. I thought I returned it. But somehow in this move from that house to this house, it was tucked away in some box. Okay? And it never got returned. So now Matthew just went in the garage and he found it. And it's like a brand new gift. It's literally in the box from Walmart from 2 years ago. And he's out there opening it now. He gets to play with a brand new toy that I didn't have to buy. And he's so happy. It's a gift. Sometimes when you clean out the clutter is the message. When you clean out the clutter in your life, you'll be surprised what little treasures and gifts you find. And I think that is some kind of a secret message for the singles. Once you start going in the dark, going in the shadows, clearing out the cobwebs, getting rid of old stuff, hidden things that you don't deal with on a daily basis, you're going to find so many beautiful gifts. So I hope that was an uplifting message for you guys. And I also think that you're going to find some joy in cleaning out your clutter, okay? And all those different aspects that I mentioned. I'm sorry. So let's go ahead and finish this. You might not have all the pieces and resources or information you need at the moment. So keep looking. Keep exploring and collecting. If you take notice and more notice of your past and the lessons that they were teaching you, then you're going to have success and a breakthrough. Okay? And this could come a lot more quickly than you even thought. So now is a time of completion of a project, a situation, and the end of a cycle. If you want to start something new or change in any way, you should be able to shortly. You are free to go in any direction you please.
I need your help.
Okay, you have to wait. I'm almost done. Or you could bring it in here. All right, guys. So if you guys want help, you know what to do. I think I'm done. Cleansing is pretty self-explanatory, right? You guys have been here for a while. You're just taking care of business. So anyways, thank you guys for watching my channel. I love you. Love and light be with you. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, you want to show them? Matthew wants to show you. He's trying to bust it open.
Mommy?
He's literally busting this thing open right now.
I thought of this for my birthday, but I kind of don't want it for my birthday.
Oh no, this was from a while ago, Matt.
Is it mine?
Yeah, it's yours. Nobody else likes Godzilla but you, buddy. I think you manifested this. Do you think you manifested this?
And who got me this?
Me. A long time ago, but I didn't wrap it because you already had one. Remember, Grandma gave it to you? So I didn't get you one, but I mean, I got it for you, but I didn't give it to you. So you found it. I was supposed to return it to Walmart.
I really found this in
But
the
I
garage.
didn't.
I wonder what else is in the garage.
Well, we'll have to go look in the garage and see.
Also, Mom, I found my bullfrog in the garage too.
A bullfrog?
Oh, Kitador is awesome.
Yeah. I guess he's King Ghidorah. Look, guys.
Kitador.
He's cool.
She's awesome.
All right, guys. So there you go. The opening and unboxing of Matthew's little surprise present that popped up to him out of nowhere, which I think he manifested because he's been thinking about Christmas and he's been thinking about toys and Godzilla. And when you think about something a lot...
Mom, the heads move.
Yep. When you think about something a lot and you have a focus on it like Matthew, who's been focusing on this for like ever, you can manifest amazing things. It just comes to you. Could we ever imagine that I would have this in the garage? No, I completely forgot. I completely forgot. There was no imagining that I even had this. Have I been shopping for anything? Nope. This was a complete surprise. Complete blessing, complete wow. How did it get there? What happened? What? Don't even understand it. And I think the universe just wants you to know that if you want to manifest something, keep believing, keep hoping, keep positive, be happy with what you have. Matthew has not been asking me for any toys. He's been very good. He's just happy with the toys he has. But he produced this manifestation. I mean, he found it, not me. So, you know, it was calling him.
Mommy,
if you want me to put it on, I'll get it.
Mom, where's the building?
I have it. And I just want you to know that's an extra message for you guys about your life and what you guys want to manifest. So I hope you're ready to start being positive more. And I hope you're ready to start changing your perspective and your mind and believing in miracles and believing you don't have to have an answer. You don't need to know how it's going to come in, when it's going to come in. You don't need to know any of that. You just have to believe and let it be and let the universe deliver. Just believe and let the universe deliver. Meanwhile, just be happy with what you have. That's really the only recipe for success there when it comes to manifestation, okay? For those of you that want to create more wealth, work hard. You don't have to bust yourself up and work so hard, but, you know, put effort. Put your effort into it. Really give it a shot. Believe, and you will achieve that, okay? So I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching this channel. Again, please like and subscribe if you haven't. If you are interested in any services, you can always go to jks1111.com. If you're interested in giving me any donations as a thank you for what I've done today or any day, you can go to Cash App. It's in the description box. It's $, let that shit go 1111. Each word has the beginning capital letter, okay? So you guys are welcome to do that and just donate and say thank you, reach out. And that's pretty much it. If you want to sign up for a tarot class, I have it coming up soon, January 1st. You can sign up for the class and then just pay through Cash App, okay? That's the only availability I have right now. It might change soon. I'm going to be working with my bank to get a more personalized merchant service. So I have to see what's going on with that. And that's pretty much it. I love you guys. Be blessed and have a wonderful, beautiful, happy day. I'll see you later. Blessings with you. And remember, like I always say, this love is a journey, not a destination. So just keep swimming. Thank you, guys. Thank you, moderators. I'll see you later. Can I do payments? Patrice, you bet your ass you can. Just put a note in there. It's a payment, and I'll make sure I'll keep a log that what you've paid so far. And as long as you're paid up by the day of the class, you'll be fine. Okay, so sure, payments are very accepted. I love you guys. Have a beautiful day. Bye.